Heyo everybody, Haku here with this week's read-through for The Promised Neverland, and this week we got chapters 117, 118, 119, and 120. The next four. Sorry last week, since it didn't have part 1 in the title, I didn't realize that 116 was the part 1 one, and 117 was the part 2 one, or I would have thrown this in last week. So sorry about that. But yeah, if we keep going at 4 chapters per read-through per week, we might actually be caught up by like towards the end of next month, maybe like beginning of August. So yeah, we could be caught up really soon. And then I'm pretty sure this comes out the same jump as Boku no Hero Academia and One Piece, so that'd be on Fridays. Usually I post One Piece first, then Boku no Hero Academia, because of various reasons. Like Boku no Hero Academia, my thumbnails usually take longer to make. And also it usually like does a little bit better view-wise, so I like to post it second so that I don't hamstring it by posting One Piece right afterward and burying it in notifications. So I would post this on Friday with those two, and I would just do 3 videos a week on Friday, but I'm not exactly sure what order I would post it in, so we'll just have to wait and see when we get there. But we're actually kind of closing in on catching up, surprisingly. So yeah, either way, it always seemed like catching up to The Promised Neverland was so far off, and now I'm here like, oh my gosh, it's not so far off anymore, we're about to catch up. But either way, I'm loving this arc and what's being done. Oh, I loved last read through so much, with the characters post time skip. So I'm excited. Let's get into 117. We're seeing Anna and Emma here. Identify the one bottle that brings hope. Hold on, let me check my recording stuff. Okay, looks good. Identify the one bottle that brings hope. We see Anna and Emma. There's so many. How can we find it all, or how can we find it among all the kinds? Not this, and Anna's looking around. Right. Sorry, for some reason, Manga Stream's taking a little bit to load here. Here, in this shelf. We need that medicine, for starters. I'll get it. Go on with your search, Anna. Okay. I have to hurry. Is it just me, or do some of the sentences seem a little bit awkward here? I don't know. Rei and Hayato are risking themselves to keep the demons away. Emma and I must find Chris's medicine quickly. Infiltrating the cage, too. Time up means death. Okay. Moving along. Humans are invading, and they're all running after Rei now. And he shoots something at their eyes? Wait. Oh, he cracks their masks, so now they're all covering their faces. Okay. I noticed that they were guarding their eyes and such. Okay. I get it now. Rei, sorry. What? Hayato, why are you here? To support you with information about the area. Idiot, you should defend Emma and Anna. Ugh, but no, that's exactly why. To keep those two safe, it's all the more important that we don't get caught. We have to lead them around for as long as possible. Every second counts. This boy. You're shaking, says Rei. Of course, I'm super scared. Hayato. But you came anyway, huh? Sorry about that. You come in handy. I'm excited. And then Rei shoots the one in the eye. You're a good guy. We're gonna get out of this without losing anyone. You take care of the escape path. Let me deal with the demons. We're only drawing them out. Once they come, get away. Roger. I like Hayato. I do. Alright. We see them still running down the hallways. And then, is that a wah sound effect? I'm bad at katakana. I am, for some reason, as much as I'm not trying to say I know a bunch about Japanese, but as much as I do know about Japanese, I'm terrible with katakana. So I guess there's an alarm going off. Phew, we got all the medicine we need. As soon as Rei and Hayato get away from them, we'll... And then she gets cut off by the sound. They'll be okay, you know, says Emma. Rei'll protect Hayato. And when he has someone to protect, then he survives no matter what. That's true. Let's head outside here. If we find Rei and Hayato, we can go back right now. It'll be alright. We'll be back before sunset. Wait first, Chris. We're going back now, and... oh shit, and all the demons were just waiting for her to pop up out of that tunnel, and she just awkwardly plunks it back down. Oh, that's great. Oh gosh. Anna, down! Run, the demons are out sight. Oh shit. And it busts straight through the plate. Jeez. Thing is strong. Emma. Is this a... Oh, so this doesn't even know what a human looks like. Is this a human? There's another. I heard a cry. Wait, they work at a human plant. They should definitely know what a human looks like. There's another. I heard a cry. Report it. Headquarters. Huh? No, wait. It has a mark. Wait, this human is... And then they all just... I can't tell if that is supposed to be a shocked demon face or a ravenous, holy shit, this is some high quality shit face. Look at the one's little, like... His head is so large that it kind of looks like he has little tiny T-Rex arms, but his arms are also jacked. Okay. So I can't tell if that's supposed to be surprised faces or ravenous faces. Premium grade Gracefield. Gonna eat it. No me. And they're fighting over it. Let go. Right? No. I can't pry loose, thinks Emma. I'll eat it. Okay, and it's throwing it towards its mouth. And somebody else comes in. Oh, this is the guy. I forget what they called him. Yeah, this is the guy with the blades that was with Minerva's group. Okay. What the hell is this? Nah, no way. This ain't good. Gotta and the fourth one gets killed too. Emma looks surprised. Who? A human? Yes, the one with the mask. Okay. Oh, wow. Wait. She's a friend. She saved us. Hayato? Oh. Emma! And Ray and Anna come running. Oh, I was so worried. I'm glad you're okay. Anna, this person rescued me from the demons. You know him, Hayato? So he's with Minerva's... Yes, this is Azie, who serves... Okay, that was his name. I knew I halfway remembered it. Sorry. Yes, this is Azie, who serves the boss directly. Maybe Jin and I took too long, so he was sent out... Ouch, and he's grabbing his head. Zazie is incredibly strong, but who knows what goes on in his head. He only ever listens to the boss. He's like an attack dog, so be careful. And he starts looking at a butterfly. This person is Minerva's direct follower. I wonder, since we don't see his face, and he's kind of, like, weird like this, is there a chance that he's one of the, like, experimental people from Lambda or whatever? This person's Minerva's direct follower, and then there's the way he moves. He can cut a demon's mask with a blade. Or yeah, he could be a demon himself. I had forgot I mentioned that before, that I thought it'd be really cool if we had demons that were actually working against the demons. What is he? Let's head back. More demons will be rushing here for sure. And there's got to be some kind of powers or something introduced, because there's no way normal humans, like we saw the one girl had like a baseball bat, there's no way normal humans should be fighting the demons normally, I would think. Yes, we have to go, yeah, let's head back. More demons will be rushing here for sure. Yes, we have the medicine, so let's go back with our friends. Right. Hey, Zazie, you come too. Next issue, an illustration for the anime release, Chapter 117 end. Alright, I'm excited. So, moving on to 118, we have a color page, or a color cover, either way. A script for each, and for each a role. Life's a tragedy, and you must dance. And we see the main three with Isabella and Krone. And is it just me, or does Isabella look like really weird here? Like, not good. Like, I don't want to shit on Posca Demi's art, because they're amazing. Like, they post amazing art on Twitter all the time, and I have no idea how they do it. But yeah, this is not a very good looking Isabella, I gotta say. And I love how you can, like, barely see. It looks like the demons are in the background, but it's so dark you can barely see them. Play a role and cry. The anime's finally here. Broadcast starts on January 10th. Yeah. Chapter 118, Face to Face. Okay, moving along to the actual chapter. We see everybody guarding back at the place, it looks like. A paper bag. What? So tall. Who's this? Oh, wow. He's just still making noises. Tiger stripes, how cute. Ah, says Jemima. Freaking the most adorable thing. She is so cute that I could die. How's Chris? Better, says Sandy. He's not in the pink yet, but his pulse and his breathing are back to normal. The medicine's working. Phew. You'll be fine, Chris. Great job, Anna, says Gilda. Anna Gilda Energy. Now it's your turn to take a nice good rest, Emma. I heard you were thrown around by demons. Yeah, go to sleep. Everybody, we'll spend the night here. Make sure you get a good rest. Tomorrow we leave first thing in the morning. Alright, and it looks like, I love this panel of Adam with Oliver on guard. And now we see the sun coming up for the next morning, it looks like. Skipping some time a bit. 2 days later, and there are giant-ass trees. Holy hell. So big. Holy hell. I can't believe these trees. It's a forest, but way bigger than all the others we've seen. Is the hideout in there? Yes, we've almost arrived, says Jin. It's true that this area is far away from the demon villages, but I bet this forest must be brimming with wild demons. And they settled hundreds of people in such a place. The trees all look the same. I can't tell where we're going. I'll go ahead first. Tell the boss about you folks, says Hayato. Jin, Zazie, show the way to our friends and keep 'em safe. Roger. Okay, and he goes to run off. And he's super fast. He's fast. Hayato's actually fast? What was that? No, come to think of it, at that time this guy he's there. See, we gotta be getting into some weird powers. Here it is, says Jin. Alright, this is our hideout, and we're starting to see what the place looks like in full. Wow, what is this place, Tomanlani? Our hideout. Yes, we know that. Best girl Gillian, we get to see her again. An entire town inside a tree. And this is the second panel where Emma's face has looked really, really strange. An entire town inside a tree. I'm not good with this kind of thing, but this was once a hidden village of an ancient demon clan, something like that. The other demons don't know about the ruins, so they don't come around. An ancient demon village. Let's care for the injured first. Okay, and now we have this guy we've seen before. Yes, we see Sandy and Anna in the infirmary. Everybody else, come with me. And then they're all going up this long staircase. See all their food pantries. Looks like books and instruments, a metalworking shop. Wow, amazing. It's a town, really. They've got everything. And what's more, all these kids have a smile on their faces. Gosh, I don't know if I should trust this or not. Should I trust this or not? Welcome. Whoa, the fugitives are here. The fugitives are here, dude. Nice to meet you. Welcome. This is the paradise that Minerva built. You must be tired. Here's some tea. We have sweets, too. Sweets! Gillian's reaction. Best girl. Enjoy. Thanks. Oh, and we see the lambda mark is on that guy's hand. Emma, and Hayato's calling over. The boss wants to meet the leader. And then, Zach and Oliver and Violet all look at her. And she smiles. I'll be back soon. And she goes up. Finally I'll meet him. There's someone I want to introduce you to. Mr. William Minerva. And we go all the way back to when she showed it to the other two. What's this now? We're gonna find Minerva. You've done well to arrive here. Choose now the future that you want. It was thanks to you that we could escape. She clutches the pen. Thanks to you, we could have these 2 years of happiness. And then they knock on the door. Boss, she's here. Come in. She walks in. Thanks, Hayato. You may leave now. Yes, sir. It's gonna be Norman, ain't it? It's been a long time, hasn't it? No way. How? She starts crying. Norman. And, like, he has aged crazy compared to Ray. Ray still looks like a little kid, and Norman looks mega grown up, as if by fate. And it totally explains it because we have the lambda marks everywhere, so that means he had to have orchestrated an escape, or just generally there had to have been an escape. So within the past, 2 years or so, he's done all of this. So we need to find out how he escaped Lambda, how he found these ruins and set all this up. There's a lot to figure out now. There's some anime pages. Hold on, let me glance through these really quick before we can move on to 119. Okay, still more. Now we're at 119 with a jump cover with the 3 main characters and a demon on it. Okay. Now a big 2-page color spread. Here we are, under the same sky. The anime that's the talk of the season, airing now to rave reviews. Yeah, we got all that. Chapter 119, A Fortuitous Meeting. The Promised Neverland. Okay, I'm excited. Now wait, how? So I wonder if these next few chapters, if we're going to wait a while to figure out how, or if we're going to jump straight into his story. Another miracle. Norman. But he was shipped on that day. Didn't the demons... Are you really Norman? And see, this is where I'm conflicted, because I've always kind of thought... I don't think I've ever said this, but I've always kind of thought the story would have been better if Norman had just died, because then it would, that would be some big stakes. And it would have really... I don't know, because it feels like Ray and Emma have done this on their own so much. So to have Norman be alive, it kind of takes away a little bit of the reason they went through all this so much, to have Norman just be back. So I don't know. It's strange. I don't quite know how to feel. Emma. How often did I dream of this? That Norman could somehow be alive? How often was I filled with regret and about to fall into total despair? It was so hard, Norman, but I never gave up. I kept on going. And she thinks back to his leaving. She's crying. She hugs him. Man, great 2-page spread. All this time, I hope we could meet again. I'm glad you're doing fine, Emma. It's like a dream. You're alive. You're alive. You're really Norman, right? Really. You're not a look-alike or a ghost or anything? Oh yeah, and now she can tell him about, how they, because he wasn't there, how the escape actually worked, and how, everything that happened after that. Why they took you that time. I was sent to a different farm than the others, and I became another kind of cattle. A different farm. And you? I left it at the Gracefield house. But we did manage to escape, and we brought Ray along with us. I see. You did well. And now we see Emma bringing everyone to him. We see all the people from their group. I'm not just going to sit and list off names, even though that's my entire first reaction to all of this. I need to soak this in for a second. Man. I love this. And Adam's going to be able to finally reunite with him. I want to see him reunite with Adam. And of course Don and Gilda. Man, everybody. Not only him reuniting with everybody, but especially... gosh, I just want to see everything. These are my friends. Wow, you found a lot more. This is one big family now. What's going on here, says Don. Wait, Minerva's... Is that boy from Emma's picture, says Violet. But didn't that boy... 22194, 22194, says Adam. You're alive. You're really alive. And Nat's crying. Nor. And all the others start crying. The little ones are running to him. You survived. I'm so glad. How? I'm glad, Norman. Nigel's crying too. This is so great. Right, Emma? Ray? Says Gillian. Ray. And she looks over. Oh, and Ray's over with Emma and them. We're seeing what happens. Ray. And he slaps them. Everybody looks surprised. Oh boy, you're terrible. You didn't even say hi before my punishment. You got to see great things, didn't you? Yeah, thanks for that. A lot. I'm glad you're here. And he hugs both him and Emma. Why am I being tugged too? Thinks Emma. Don't even think of trying to die again, stupid Norman. Because, of course, Ray, his entire goal was to save the two of them. And now they're saved, kind of. Right, I got it, stupid Ray. Is that so? Phil and the other kids are still in the house. But you all did very well in making it this far. Meeting the Grand Valley group is very fortunate. From the bottom of my heart, I'm happy. And I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. If only I'd deduced earlier the location of the shelter and the timing of their attack. Don't say sorry. This is on the Rotary clan, says Gillian. And you? Where have you been, Norman? Says Gillian. Not Gillian, Gilda. This is the problem with me calling her Gillian, is that it's very similar to Gilda. You said it was a different farm, but how was it? I was in Lambda 7214. Or at least, I guess that's Lambda. That doesn't look like a Lambda. Maybe they didn't actually have a Lambda character on their keyboard or whatever, so they threw in this little upward arrow. A site for experiments on cattle children. That mark, it's just like Adam's. Lambda 7214, a brand new farm in the westernmost area, says Nigel. So, you've both come from there, says Pepe. Experiments. And how'd you leave it? I broke out. I gathered some comrades, got in touch with a Minerva supporter, and destroyed Lambda. And see, I want to know all of this story. Because this is a very, very, it was an incredibly complicated place when we saw it, so I really want to know how that happened. The supporters? Yeah. He called himself Smee. Oh, and this, of course, the Peter Pan references. It's Smee. He's the one who gave a pen to Sister Crone. Okay, so again, this is all playing in together. Though, now he's been murdered too, says Norman. He was another victim of the purge carried out by the current clan head, Peter Rotary. All the Minerva supporters who had still infiltrated the clan were exterminated at that time. But before Smee, the last holdover was killed, he passed all information he had to me, as well as his contact network. Then this hideout? Yes, found through his contacts. Thanks to him, so he was the last one in the Rotary clan that was still loyal to Minerva, but they have other contacts. Thanks to him, we have such a large town for shelter. Help or no help, this is seriously impressive, Norman, and Don's thinking. The original Minerva's one thing, but you started as just another cattle child, and in only 6 months you've gathered this many people already. And that transmission was from you, right? Yep. I thought a message in the name of Minerva would surely make its way to you folks, and also to keep the network of connections, to build a new paradise, to make the Rotary clan feel threatened, to declare open war against the demons. The name of Minerva, of James Rotary, was at the core of it all. It had too many advantages to ignore. Yeah, that is true, because everybody's already looking for Minerva, so you just need to give them a Minerva to look for. And then Ray looks at him a bit differently than everybody else. Say, Norman, I have loads of questions to ask you. About Lambda, about this hideout, Hayato, Zazie, everyone in this town, and a lot more. But before all that, let me ask one very important thing. What exactly are you trying to do here? Attacking and destroying plantations, building this paradise. Just what are you? A reunion full of unsolved mysteries. Now we go into the climax of the tale. Before I answer your question, I have a very important matter to discuss too. Have you already found out why the demons eat humans, that is? Why they have to eat humans? What? Says Emma. Do you know what the demons are? Okay, so we're finally going to get to figure this stuff out. Gotta continue into 120, of course. So, let's just keep reading. What the demons are, asks Lonnie, I guess. I can never tell the difference between Toma and Lonnie, so I'm going to just guess. Aren't they just monsters? Why the demons eat humans? Why they have to eat humans, Emma thinks. If they don't eat us, they can't maintain that shape. Oh, so they must have to do it to be humanoid and not devolve into like the wild demons. Okay. These monsters are formless. What lies before her is, Chapter 120, Formless Monsters. Okay. I like this cover. Let me just, again, take this in. We see like a hand, jaws, a brain. Okay. No one knows what their original shape was. Maybe they look like some kind of bacterium? Microbes in general often reproduce by fission, splitting up. The very same being increasing its numbers, copy after copy, all identical clones. But then, how come they eventually change? How do they manage to evolve? In one of two ways, mutation or horizontal gene transfer. Horizontal or lateral gene transfer means absorbing genes from other individuals, sometimes even from a different species. The evolution of our foes followed a similar path. Okay, so they just ate. So they're just some sort of... Well, it's weird, because we have this separation between the human world and demon world, which is very much non-scientific. It's very much a spiritual thing, and all the visions that Emma's been seeing and the promise, that's all a very spiritual thing, but this is a very scientific explanation of they were just tiny little bacterium that ate sort of bigger and stronger things and adapted to be like the things they ate. So we have sort of examples here with plants, and then the animals. So yeah, interesting. That is, they evolve by consuming. They absorb the genes of whatever they eat, inheriting their form and nature. Oh, and that's why we've seen the dog, or like we see this one eating a horse. That's why we've seen a horse-shaped one. We've seen like the little parvis or whatever the monkey-shaped one was. We've seen dog-like ones. When they ate insects, they became insectoids. When they ate fish, they became fish-like. As time went by, they ate and acquired many different traits and qualities, so they're very chimera-like then. They evolved into many different forms. And yeah, we're seeing right here, we see Parvus, we see the dragon Kuviti Dala, and we see the horse that Sungju rode. And we've seen those chicken things before too, until at long last they got to eat humans. We see one of them eating human. And then they acquired humanoid shapes and advanced intellect, language, culture. Humans became their most... I love this explanation. This is very much the opposite of Attack on Titan, where we got all the explanations in Attack on Titan, and I'm like, well, this isn't good. This ruins the mystique of your series. This, to me, adds so much into this series. Humans became their most prized delicacy. And that's, of course, why... it makes total sense now why they want the smartest and strongest humans, because eating the smartest and strongest humans keeps the rich and powerful really smart and strong, whereas the others that only get to eat lesser quality humans don't get to evolve to be as strong and smart. Before anyone knew it, they had surpassed our abilities and become humankind's natural predator. They were overwhelming foes, able to change and evolve at astounding speed. Humankind was terrified of them. Demons, monsters, ogres, gods. We called these beings by many names, and of course we're seeing things like unicorns and dragons and demons, goblins and stuff, and explaining that these, and we see like a snake woman and like an Anubis looking person, and explaining that these were just demons of different forms. Okay, still they are, at the end of the day, just another kind of living creature, and their special trait wasn't without its drawbacks. Their overly fast evolution had a price. Each individual may be very different, but they won't necessarily devolve, but their shapes can't be maintained unless they keep eating more. So that means it must be difficult for people like Sungju and Musica. They eat humans because if they stop, their bodies will change and they'll lose their reason along with it. So this kind of makes me feel bad for them in a way. Like, this is just the way that they work. Once one of them knows the taste of humans, they start to crave intelligence and other traits. So these beings have maintained a steady human diet. And I like the way it's too kind of got this sort of theme of gluttony and greed going on behind it. And sort of the obsession and thirst for more. After sealing the promise, even more so. That's the true nature of the demons. They evolve by eating, so they only have to eat, and that's why they want to eat humans. And that's why they had so many different bodies. They even got to the I love this explanation. I cannot explain how different this is from Attack on Titan. They even got to the point of building farms to cultivate human cattle. Lateral evolution. It's one thing for simple organisms like bacteria, but how is it possible for such complex living beings to adapt and merge genes so easily, says Ray. You're right. It's terrifying. But that phenomenon means their genetic code is easily rewritten, for better or for worse. These creatures are exceedingly unstable, therefore, if we destroy the farms, we'll sooner or later be rid of them. And this is almost sort of genocidal. During the last millennium, low-class demons have been eating mass-produced meat, and as a result, they're becoming less and less able to maintain a humanoid shape and intelligence. In the fastest cases, 6 months without eating human would be enough for them to lose their intelligence, and revert to the wild. To the wild, like the ones we've seen in the forest. The resentment of low-class demons over the bad quality of mass-produced meat has become a major issue in demon society these days, which makes sense. Without the plantations, the demons will revert to the wild form. That's why you're destroying them. But for that, you need to eliminate all of them, right? Is that really possible? For humans? For cattle children to... Oh, it is. Emma, you've seen Zazie, right? You've seen that level of power? Zazie could defeat the demons with a blade, 3 in a single attack even, though I couldn't even shake myself free from their grasp. That's a byproduct of the experiments at Lambda. Zazie was born in Lambda, the place where they took Norman and where Adam came from. They wanted to discover new kinds of top-grade meat, to improve the quality of mass production too, for practical reasons as well as sheer craving. The demons want more of human meat. So, they're 5... Okay, so now we're learning they have 5 noble families. So their 5 noble families joined forces with the Ratri clan to try to produce what they need by whatever means necessary, whatever it takes. That's the goal of the experimental plantation, Lambda 7214. And we see these kids and embryos, the ones with all the scars we saw before. We see the ones staring at screens. Man, all of this, the ones being eaten by demons there. They aim to improve produce through repeated experiments administering drugs. With that, they induced great developments of the muscle, the nervous system, the senses. The specimens were forced to anomalous maturation. They'd try anything first, and only sought to understand the effects later. Then, Zazie and Hayato and the others, says Ray. Yes, though Jin and Hayato aren't from Lambda, but from one of the new type mass production farms which applied these discoveries. Okay, so there are new farms that are also using the stuff to improve humans. But Jin and Hayato weren't sort of developmentally stunted like the other people at mass production farms. So I'm interested if that's because of the experiments or if it's something different altogether. But it explains why Adam and the others are super strong. Then Hayato's incredible running speed is Jin too? I get it. Adam's superhuman strength and recovery speed, says Violet. And then Norman's thinking back to when he threw the pillar. If these abilities are nurtured and used wisely, they surpass the powers of demons in battle. Their strength is, ironically enough, built by the demons themselves, just like the intelligence of our group. So we attacked Lambda and its derived farms first, because this way we could also release and secure the irregulars. A good number of the children living in this hideout are future Zazies. Oh. When I was locked away in my cage at Lambda, I kept thinking about what you said. If there's no world for us now, then we'll build one. Emma, that future you wanted, where our family could live with a smile, I'm sure you wouldn't want that only for us. You'd want to find a way to help all the cattle children. Am I right? And I like that this could breed conflict, because Sungju and Musica weren't horrible people. I mean, Sungju did want to eat humans, but at the same time, he didn't want to do it in some unfair, messed up farm situation. So, it's an interesting thing where Emma's going to have to decide, do they want to escape to the human world and leave the demon world to people like Musica, who doesn't seem to want to eat humans at all, and who seem to genuinely care? Although in order to be that smart, I mean, there must be some way that she did it. Or perhaps there has to be some way other than humans for them to get those results, maybe through drugs and experimentation on themselves instead of the cattle. But yeah, so she's going to have to decide, does she want to destroy all the demons with Norman and make this world into a place where humans can live and sort of start their own new world? Promised Neverland. Or do they want to escape to the actual human world? So yeah, I like this. Not only is this a really satisfying and really good explanation of the demons, it's setting up that conflict right now. That's what I want too. I want to build a future where not just our family and friends, but every cattle child can live happily. And I don't want to be away from you anymore, Emma, Ray, everybody. I want to live together with you. So I kept thinking about the most effective method for that. And this is my answer. I already have a plan. Weapons, battle power, and other preparations are all set. More than simply escaping to the human world, the safest, most reliable way of saving all the cattle children, of granting an eternal future for them, is to overthrow the demons and annihilate them completely. And we see a panel of all the dead demons. We'll end this Neverland where children never get to become adults. His perfect solution, and calling it a perfect solution, sketchy. His perfect solution to turn Norman getting very, very genocidal. Perfect solution to turn the dream into reality. Will turn this world into a paradise for all of us. And we see some of the younger kids smiling all happy at his speech. But then Emma looks horrified at the idea. And we see people like, it looks like Theo, Oliver, Zach, Gilda, and Gillian all looking like, that's kind of fucked up, Norman. I love this. I love this conflict of Norman, wants to straight just genocide the demons, but the demons have human-level intelligence too, so how does that make them any better than the demons? So I love this. I love this conflict. It is so good. And after the explanation, it's not necessarily a cliffhanger, so I think this is a good place to actually end. So next week we'll get 4 more, and holy shit, I love the explanation so much. I love it so much. And I love the conflict of Emma having to decide if she's going to stick with Norman through his evil shit, or if she's going to find a different, new way. And we still haven't seen any more Musica. I want to see more about her, because I am really... Now that we get this explanation, I want to know how she maintains her intelligence. Or she said, it's part of our religion, so that must mean there's, multiple demons that are that way. How do those demons all maintain their intelligence? So I would like to see a lot more of Musica's religion and the good demons. But I love this, how the explanation is and that's why people in the human world after the promise, they don't see stuff like demons and dragons anymore, but why it was told of back in these old stories, they had all the mythology of gods and demons and monsters, is because that was all pre-promise. And we still don't really get how the separation of worlds works. This is a very scientific explanation, but we don't get all the spiritual stuff, like Emma seeing the visions and all that. We don't get all that yet. So, I'm excited. This gets me really, really hyped for the series. But that's it. If you like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this week's 4 chapters, what you thought of my thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more. Promised Neverland, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff with the channel or talk to you there. And if you want a link to our Discord server, just ask and I can give you a link. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.